Hello my dear students, I am back with a new video for all the students of class 11th who have just stepped in this new stream known as commerce. As you all know that in the previous video we have discussed about accounting, what is the meaning of accounting, what are the objectives of accounting, advantages and disadvantages. Today we will discuss some basic accounting terms. These are the terms which are frequently used by an accountant while making financial records of a business organization. Like in the last video, we came to know about that what is accounting, what are the features of accounting, what are the advantages and disadvantages of accounting. Now in this video, we'll understand some basic accounting terms which are used very frequently, and before preparation of books of accounts you must know the exact meaning of these terms. So let's start with our fresh topic today. The name of the topic is basic accounting terms. So class 11th, the first term which you have to understand is capital. Now what do you mean by capital? It refers to the amount invested by the owner in a business. It may be in the form of goods, cash or assets. The amount which is invested by the owner to start the business can be termed as capital. Like Mr. A started a business with a cash of rupees 5 lakhs. So that 5 lakh will be known as capital. And suppose that you have purchased the machinery of rupees 50,000, you have purchased furniture of rupees 10,000. So this machinery, this furniture, the land, the cash balance, the bank balance, all these things in total compute the capital. So the capital is the amount which is invested by the owner in the business, and it is done so just in order to start the business, for the smooth running of the business. And what is the formula for calculation of capital? The formula is capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Second term is drawings. Drawings means the amount of cash or goods withdrawn by the owner of the business for his personal use. Like if a owner withdrew rupees 5,000 from the business for a birthday party at his home, so the cash is withdrawn from the business. उसने वो जो 5,000 रुपीज़ विड्रॉ किया वो बिजनेस से विड्रॉ किए, बट क्यों? अपने पर्सनल यूज़ के लिए, क्योंकि उसके घर में पार्टी है. So for his household expenses he is withdrawing the cash from the business, or he may withdraw goods also from the business for his personal expenses. So these type of expenses are known as drawings. Now the next term is liability. Liability means the amount which the firm owes to the outsiders. वो अमाउंट जो फर्म को बाहरी लोगों को, आउटसाइडर्स को पे करनी है. अगर हम नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज की बात करें तो इट मीन्स अगर आपने किसी थर्ड पार्टी से किसी भी तरह का कोई भी लोन या क्रेडिट ले रखा है, उधार ले रखा है, तो एक सर्टेन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे आपको उसको रीपे भी करना है, वापस भी करना है. इट इज़ टू बी पेड टू दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन. सो इट इज़ द अमाउंट विच अ फर्म ओज टू द आउटसाइडर्स. और जैसे कि कैपिटल निकालने का फॉर्मूला होता है कैपिटल इज इक्वल टू एसेट्स माइनस लायबिलिटीज़, उसी तरीके से लायबिलिटीज़ को कैलकुलेट करने का फॉर्मूला होता है एसेट्स माइनस कैपिटल. नाउ लायबिलिटी इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स. फर्स्ट the internal liabilities, second the external liabilities. Internal liability, it is to be paid to the owner or to the person belonging to the business. All the amounts which a business entity has to pay to the owner is internal liability, and the amount which is to be paid to the outsiders all the amount which a business entity has to pay to the outsiders is known as external liability. Like loan taken from the partners of the business is an internal liability, but loan taken from bank is an external liability. So students, apart from internal and external liabilities, liabilities can be categorized again as non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Non-current liabilities are those liabilities which fall due for payment in a relatively long period. A long-term loan, you have taken a loan which is to be repaid in more than 1 year. मतलब you have taken a loan and it is to be repaid in 3 years or 5 years. A long-term loan means a non-current liability, and the liabilities which are to be paid within 1 year is known as current liability. I repeat myself once again for you all. The liabilities which are to be paid after 1 year are known as non-current liability, and current liabilities are those liabilities which are to be paid within 1 year. So now we have studied what is the meaning of capital, drawings, liability, and we have also studied the types of liability. Now moving ahead, the next term is assets. Assets means anything which is in the possession or is the property of the business is known as asset. Like plant, machinery, land, building, furniture, motor vehicle. This is the property of the business, है ना? This is the property of the business. The possession of these things are with the business. So all these things are known as assets. Assets can be classified into two types: non-current assets and current assets. Non-current assets को हम लोग फिक्स्ड assets के भी नाम से जानते हैं. तो fixed assets or non-current assets, and the second one is current asset. Fixed assets are those assets which are held for continued use in the business for a purpose of producing goods and services for a very longer period of time, and the benefit derived from those assets will be enjoyed for a long period. The assets which are not changed frequently, once they are established in the business, they remain established for a very longer period of time, and they help the business in producing goods and services, and the benefit derived from these type of assets are for a very longer period of time, such as land, building, machinery. लाइक किसी बिजनेस ने अगर मशीनरी खरीदी है तो हम हर साल मशीनरी को चेंज नहीं करते हैं. द मशीनरी वंस परचेज रिमेन्स इन द बिजनेस फॉर 10 or 15 years. So the benefit derived from that particular machinery will be enjoyed for 10 or 15 years. So these type of assets are known as fixed asset, which remain fixed in the business for a very longer period of time. On the other hand, the assets which do not have this quality that they remain fixed in a business for a longer period of time are known as current assets. They are converted into cash within a period of 1 year. Like stock, you have goods in your godowns which are to be sold in one particular year only. आपके गोडाउन में जो गुड्स पड़े हुए हैं उनको आपको 1 साल के अंदर ही अंदर उनको सेल कर देना है. सो वो भी हमारे एसेट्स है, बट वो करेंट एसेट्स हैं क्योंकि they will be converted into cash within a year only. अब एसेट्स का अगर आप लोग फर्दर क्लासिफिकेशन देखें तो जो फिक्स्ड एसेट्स होते हैं दे आर अगेन क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू, दैट इज टैंजिबल एसेट्स एंड इनटैंजिबल एसेट्स. टैंजिबल एसेट्स are those assets which has physical existence. Physical existence का मतलब they can be seen, they can be touched. ऐसे एसेट्स जिनको हम देख सकते हैं, जिनको हम टच कर सकते हैं, जिनकी फिजिकल एग्जिस्टेंस है, दीज टाइप ऑफ एसेट्स आर नोन एज टैंजिबल एसेट्स, सच एज लैंड, बिल्डिंग, प्लांट, मशीनरी, फर्नीचर. बट on the other hand, the assets विच डू नॉट हैव एनी फिजिकल एग्जिस्टेंस, मतलब ना हम उनको देख सकते हैं ना टच कर सकते हैं, उनकी कोई भी फिजिकल एग्जिस्टेंस नहीं है, बट दे बेनिफिट द फर्म। दीज टाइप ऑफ एसेट्स आर नोन एज intangible assets, and the best example of intangible assets is goodwill। जो गुडविल या रेपुटेशन होती है उसकी कोई फिजिकल एग्जिस्टेंस नहीं होती है, ना उसको देखा जा सकता है ना उसे टच किया जा सकता है, बट द गुडविल बेनिफिट द बिजनेस। इफ द गुडविल इज़ वेरी गुड, if the goodwill is very large, it will benefit the business, and if the goodwill is not so good in the market of a business, it will not benefit the business. So apart from these assets, we have one more asset that is known as fictitious or nominal assets. These are the assets which cannot be realized in cash, or no further benefit can be derived from these assets. ऐसे assets जिनके कोई गारंटी नहीं होती है कि इनसे कैश रियलाइज होगा या नहीं, या इनसे आगे फ्यूचर में बेनिफिट मिलेगा या नहीं, ऐसे एसेट्स को हम लोग कहते हैं नॉमिनल एसेट्स। एंड द बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ नॉमिनल एसेट इज एडवर्टीजमेंट एक्सपेंसेस। Like I'll give you an example of advertisement expenses. Like you have incurred rupees 50,000 on advertisement of a product. So incurring rupees 50,000 on that particular advertisement does not mean that particular product will be sold in the market, or it will create a very good impression in the mind of the customers. So there is no guarantee that 50,000 will be returned to you. It will come back, it will benefit to you. So these type of assets are known as fictitious assets. So assets are of two types, fixed assets and current assets. Fixed assets are also known as non-current assets. Non-current assets are further classified into two, that is tangible and intangible. And one more asset is there which is known as fictitious or nominal assets. Now moving ahead, the next term is profit. Profit हम लोग लास्ट वीडियो से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं that the books of accounts are maintained to know the profit earning capacity of the business. What is this profit? Simple. Excess of income over expenditure. When the income is more and expenditure is less, it means it is profit. आपकी कमाई ज़्यादा है, आपके खर्चे कम है, it is profit. And when the expenses are more and income is less, जब आपके खर्चे ज़्यादा हैं और कमाई कम है, इनकम कम है, so this condition will be known as loss. So in simple term, excess of income over expenditure is profit, and excess of expenditure over income is loss. And the next term is gain. What do you mean by gain? बहुत से लोगों को ये कन्फ्यूजन है that the profit and gain mean the same thing. Profit का भी मतलब मुनाफा और gain का मतलब भी मुनाफा नहीं. There is a very big difference between profit and gain. Gain is also a profit, but this profit is earned by sale of fixed assets, or by winning a court case, or by winning a lottery type thing. It is a profit, or it is a monetary benefit or advantage resulting from events or transaction which are incidental to business. Incidental means जो किसी इंसिडेंट के थ्रू अगर आपको कोई प्रॉफिट होता है अचानक से, दैट टाइप ऑफ प्रॉफिट इज नोन एज गेन. You have a land of rupees 10 lakhs and you sold that land of 10 lakhs in rupees 15 lakhs. So selling fixed asset at a profit is known as gain. आपने 10 lakhs की लैंड 15 lakhs में सेल की तो 5 lakhs का आपको गेन हुआ. आपने किसी के ऊपर कोर्ट केस किया हुआ था और आप वो कोर्ट केस जीत गए और आपको lakhs of rupees compensation मिला. That lakhs of rupees of compensation is a gain. Now the next term is discount. Discount एक ऐसा टर्म है जो हर कोई जानता है कि what is discount. Discount simply means it is a type of a rebate given by the seller to the purchaser. Rebate का मतलब समझते हैं, छूट. It is a type of a rebate जो seller देता है purchaser. डिस्काउंट स्टूडेंट्स दो तरह के होते हैं, ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंड कैश डिस्काउंट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंड कैश डिस्काउंट? Trade discount is the discount which is allowed by the seller to the buyer in order to increase the sales. Sales को increase करने के लिए, to increase the volume of sales, जो डिस्काउंट दिया जाता है बायर्स द्वारा सेलर को, दैट टाइप ऑफ डिस्काउंट इज नोन एज ट्रेड डिस्काउंट. ओके, द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ट्रेड डिस्काउंट इज लाइक आप सब लोग बिग बाज़ार गए होंगे. आपने बिग बाज़ार से कभी ऑफर्स देखे हैं? बाय 1 for 200 एंड 3 for 500. कोई भी एक कमोडिटी आप खरीदिए 200 रुपीज़ में, बट उसी कमोडिटी के 3 पीसेस खरीदिए 500 में. अगर 1 पीस 200 का है तो 3 पीसेस कितने के हुए? 600 के. बट उन्होंने क्या किया, 600 की जगह आपको 500 में दे दिया. अब कस्टमर के माइंड में क्या आता है कि 600 की जगह 500 में ही 3 पीसेस मिल रहे हैं, तो लेट्स परचेज ऑन द 3. वी आर गेटिंग अ डिस्काउंट ऑफ ₹100. So what they have done, they have given you a trade discount of ₹100 in order to increase your sale. If you want to purchase 2 pieces, but when you will see that there is a discount of ₹100, so what you will do, instead of purchasing 2 pieces, you will purchase 3 pieces. So this type of discount is known as trade discount. Cash discount on the other hand is known. It is a type of a discount which is allowed to the customer for making prompt payment. Customer जल्दी से पेमेंट कर दे, immediately पेमेंट कर दे, उसके लिए जो डिस्काउंट एक सेलर देता है, that type of discount is known as cash discount. Like अगर सेलर कहे कि I'll give you a discount of 5% if you will make द पेमेंट विद इन दिस वीक. अगर आप इस वीक के अंदर ही पेमेंट कर देते हैं तो हम आपको 5% डिस्काउंट देंगे. तो 5% डिस्काउंट वो आपको क्यों दे रहा है? ताकि आप इस वीक के अंदर ही उसको पेमेंट कर दें. सो दिस इज़ फॉर प्रॉम्प्ट पेमेंट. सो स्टूडेंट, दिस वॉज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंड कैश डिस्काउंट. दिस वॉज द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंड कैश डिस्काउंट. नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ ट्रेड एंड कैश डिस्काउंट. सो रिमेंबर ओनली वन बेसिक थिंग, that trade discount is never recorded in the books of account, while the cash discount is always recorded in the books of accounts. Clear everyone? Next thing, next term is turnover. Turnover simply means the total sales made in a particular period or in a particular year. आपने एक साल में कितनी सेल की, उसको हम लोग नाम दिए turnover. ठीक. Next is livestock. Livestock means domestic animals like cattle, horses. These type of animals are termed as livestock. We do not prepare horse account or goat account or cattle account like this. We prepare a common account for animals, and the name of that particular account is livestock account. Now students, moving ahead, the next is purchases. Purchases simply means purchase of goods in which business deals. आपका बिजनेस जिन भी गुड्स में डील कर रहा है उनकी अगर आप परचेजिंग करते हैं तो दैट विल बी टर्म्ड एज परचेजेस. इफ़ यू आर अ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंसर्न, अगर आपकी फैक्ट्री है, आप गुड्स मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं, तो अगर आप रॉ मटेरियल किसी से परचेज करें, दैट रॉ मटेरियल विल बी टर्म्ड एज परचेजेस. और अगर आपकी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नहीं है, यू आर नॉट अ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंसर्न, यू आर परचेजिंग द गुड्स फॉर रीसेलिंग, कि आपने होल सेलर से ख़रीदे और कस्टमर को सेल किए डायरेक्ट. सो दिस विल बी ऑल्सो टर्म्ड एज परचेज. एंड व्हेन यू हैव परचेज्ड अ लॉट ऑफ गुड्स, देयर माइट बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि आपने अगर बहुत सारी परचेजेस की हैं तो उसमें से कुछ चीज़ें डैमेज्ड हों या defected home. So what we will do, we used to return those things. So when purchased goods are returned to the supplier due to any reason, due to the damage, due to defective, anything, when the purchased goods are returned to the supplier, it is known as purchase return. Next is sales. Sales simply means the transfer of ownership of goods and services to the customer at a price. When a customer purchase a particular good or service from the seller and pays a particular price to it, it means that the ownership of that good उस गुड की ओनरशिप ट्रांसफ़र कर दी गई सेलर से किसके पास, कस्टमर के पास, एक पर्टिकुलर प्राइस पे। लाइक अगर आप एक स्टेशनरी शॉप पे आपने एक पेन परचेज़ किया 10 रुपीज़ का, तो पहले वो पेन शॉपकीपर के पास था, ओनरशिप किसके पास थी, शॉपकीपर के पास। जैसे ही आपने 10 रुपीज़ पे करके उसकी प्राइस पे करके पेन आपने लिया तो वो ओनरशिप आपके पास आ गई। दिस होल प्रोसेस इज़ नोन एज सेल्स। एंड some customer might return the goods sold to them which is known as sales return. like हम गुड आपने सेल किया और उसमें कुछ डिफेक्टेड निकल गया या कुछ डैमेज हो गया तो कस्टमर आपके सेल किए हुए गुड्स आपको रिटर्न भी कर सकते हैं, तो दिस इज़ नोन एज सेल्स रिटर्न। द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज स्टॉक और स्टॉक इन ट्रेड। देखिए द टर्म मीन्स the value of those goods which are purchased for reselling and which are lying unsold at the end of the year. ऐसे गुड्स जिनको हमने सेल करने के लिए परचेज किया था बट एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर वो सेल नहीं हो पाए, वो हमारे ही पास रखे हुए हैं अनसोल्ड। So these type of goods which remain unsold at the end of the year with the business organization is known as stock, and stock is of two types: opening stock and closing stock. Opening stock means the unsold goods at the beginning of the year, and closing stock means the unsold goods at the end of the year. Next is trade receivables. Trade receivables means it refers to the amount receivable on account of sale of business goods and services by the company. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल का सिंपल सा मतलब होता है अगर आपको कोई भी अमाउंट रिसीव होनी है किसी से भी, if you have to receive a certain amount from anyone because you have made a sale of goods and services to that party and amount is still pending, the amount is not received to you, so these type of receivables is known as trade receivables. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल में बेसिकली दो चीज़ें इंक्लूड होती हैं, एक होती है डेटर, दूसरी होती है बिल्स रिसीवेबल। डेटर मीन्स डेटर आर दोज पर्सन टू whom goods have been sold or services has been rendered on credit and payment has not been received from them. डेटर्स वो पर्सन होते हैं जो हमसे क्रेडिट पे गुड्स या सर्विसेज परचेज करते हैं, उधार पे लिया है बट पेमेंट अब तक नहीं की, तो ऐसे पर्सन डेटर कहलाते हैं। और दूसरी चीज़ जो बिल्स रिसीवेबल ट्रेड रिसीवेबल में इंक्लूड होगी वो होगी बिल्स रिसीवेबल। बिल रिसीवेबल सिंपल, इट इज़ अ बिल which is drawn on the debtor, like Mr. A has purchased goods from Mr. B on credit. A ने B से क्रेडिट पे परचेज किया तो इस केस में A डेटर हो गया, तो B A के ऊपर एक सर्टेन बिल ड्रॉ कर देगा दैट मिस्टर A हैज़ purchased goods of rupees 5000 on this particular date on credit and promised me to pay this amount within a week. So this bill act as an evidence कि that a transaction has taken place between these two parties on credit and Mr. A has to clear the amount within a week. So these type of bills are known as bills receivable, which is also included in trade receivables. So students, this was all about for this video. There are certain terms left which we will discuss in our next video. Till then, keep watching this video, try to understand these terms as these terms are very important, and being a commerce student you all should know the meaning of these terms, because when you will prepare books of accounts these terms are very common and you will frequently see these terms are used in the transaction. So students, go through the video. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Understand the terms sincerely, and again I'll say, if you have any query, any doubts, you are free to ask me anytime personally. So this was all for this video. The next part of this chapter will be continued in the next video. Till then, thank you to everyone.